am a very big fan of Lego films, the Lego movies, of course, and Disney-based Lego. So when I saw Lego Frozen Northern Lights was on Disney Plus, definitely wanted to watch this. Now, my relationship with Frozen is quite simply, I watched it when it came out, fell in love with it, but haven't actually watched it all the way through since. I have seen most of the shorts, most of the short films, and I always really like to see different angles and different interpretations of the characters. Having them in Lego, I thought was absolutely beautiful. The narrative with this, though, I found quite dull. The stop motion I loved, the special effects I loved. I assume it's stop motion in that it wasn't done in CGI. It could have been, but I'm pretty sure it was stop motion. This is actually a 4-part series that was released in 2016. And Elsa, Anna, Sven, and Olaf and Kristoff all go in search of the Northern Lights. Which, it gives it a meaning. It's got an adventure. They're going on a journey. They have a destination. How will they get there? What problems will they encounter? The actual structure of the narrative is perfectly fine. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. I just didn't feel like the action on screen was that engaging. The dialogue was occasionally quite funny, usually from Olaf. I always find that Olaf has the best lines, the best dialogue. And Kristoff as well. Kristoff's reactions to certain things I do enjoy. I enjoy that quite a lot. But the narrative for me didn't really engage me too much. Thankfully, although it's 4 episodes, they're only 7 minutes in length each. So even if you just want to watch it for the visual quality rather than the narrative journey, it won't take up too much time. The visual quality I did very much like. I love how they did Elsa's powers coming from her hands. I thought that looked really beautiful. There are a few inside jokes, if you like. There's a mention of defying gravity, which I loved. So the dialogue definitely is stronger than the narrative itself. I would recommend this if you're a Frozen fan or if you're a fan of Lego films, Lego shorts. It's done pretty well. Visually, it is very good. And as I said, the narrative itself structurally is fine. But for me personally, I didn't think it was that interesting. But one of the good things about Lego films is that they are still quite innovative. So for me, I tend to watch the Lego films for the visual quality and the animation style over the narrative. Obviously, if the narrative's good, even better. But I was watching this to see how they did the Lego movements and, her powers and things. Sven jumping. Wow. Genuinely was impressed with how they did that. There's a lot of good stuff in this. Voice cast, same as we can imagine. Idina Menzel's Elsa, Kristen Bell's Anna, Frank Welker as Sven, Josh Gad as Olaf, Jonathan Groff as Kristoff. Can I fault it? Not so much. The narrative could have been better for me, but ultimately I enjoyed watching it. It's done pretty well.